Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk It Out with Elle, where we talk about everything and anything under the sun. For today, we have a very interesting topic. I've been wanting to discuss this topic on my podcast, and I finally found someone who's willing to discuss it with me. We're going to talk about love today. So, before anything else, let me just introduce to you my guest for today. Her name is Melissa Arcaya. She has two children, 6 years old and 15. She is a former flight attendant. She loves to travel. She found her second love in acting, and she's been doing it for 2 years now as an indie actor. Loves to talk about anything under the sun. So perfect for my show. She's an opinionated person as well. She said that you can depend on her since she is an ear that will listen to you every time you need it. And she is from Escondido, California, but she is Filipina. And she is from Laguna, Philippines, originally. So let's bring in our guest for today, Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Welcome to Let's Talk It Out with Elle.
Hi, Elle, how are you? Nice to meet you here.
I'm good. Nice to see you on my show. Okay, I did give them a background of yourself, and you said that you were a flight attendant. Where? Which
Yeah,
airline?
I was a flight attendant before when I was single in Qatar Airways in Middle East,
Uh,
Qatar. Yes, yeah.
I would not want
Just
to be a. I'm the flying, but I always fly. But anyway, okay. So you said you have two children. Are you married, single, divorced?
yeah, I'm still married,
Wow, there you go.
fortunately, and I have
Yeah.
15 and 6 years old
How
boys, all
long
boys.
have you been married?
Huh? I've
How long
I've
have you
been
been married?
married. I've been married since 2010, like maybe
Wow. So 12
how
years?
long is it? Yeah, for 12 years.
Well, there you go. Then we can, okay, so I guess you're perfect for this because you are clearly love is, holding that marriage together, if I'm not mistaken, right? Otherwise,
Yeah,
then-
case to case basis. But for me, because marriage is really really important, especially if you have a kids. And I grew up with a family that is, very yung marriage talaga is really
important to,
sacred. Yeah.
yeah. So you're the typical Filipino where that you understand the importance of the sanctity of marriage, right?
Yeah.
That
But
it's
I'm open minded. I
okay.
can understand people who wants to have
So,
you know.
okay, well, let's talk about love. Um,
Yes, love.
I think when we were younger, we didn't know what love really was, right? I mean,
Yeah.
growing up, I thought I was in love, but now that I'm older, I'm realizing that wasn't love. I wasn't in
That's
love
just
with,
a
you know,
infatuation.
I know. Well, okay. Love, what is love?
Well, now for me, love is is a commitment. It's
Okay.
a decision that you have to decide that you love a person not only to good times but until you grow old and till the end of time. So love is patience. Love doesn't keep the record of wrong. If your partner made a mistake, you can't blame him or her
Okay.
right away because of that.
Okay, let's stop there. Let's stop there. We'll continue on that journey, but I want to
Okay.
I want to know. Oh, so you're saying that you don't keep a record of wrong, right? When you're in love.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I kind of have a problem with that. It's not that I want to
Because we love to blame others for our
blame, but
failure.
um, it's not, I'm talking about a mistake, um
of them.
a different kind of mistake, something that betrays your trust. Like
Betrayal,
for
yes.
someone who has a relationship, not even, let's not even go to marriage. Let's just go to
Yeah,
commitment to someone who is a boyfriend or a girlfriend, right?
yes, yes.
So you love someone, and I know they might just tell you, well, if you truly love me, then you will not keep a record of my wrong. But he has another woman. Like, how do you? Okay, how do you reconcile that?
Okay, that's a different issue.
Exactly, diba? That's
Um,
different.
yeah, cheating is really a no-no for me because it's really break your trust to someone, and it's really trust again if somebody cheats you, right? So magkakaroon ka ng trust issue, and you will have a problem later on because you'll bring it up when you have a fight. So it's not
Yes,
healthy anymore. It's toxic. But if you really love that person, kaya nga may sinasabing second chance, if you
yeah.
believe in
I
that.
know people have different views of second chances,
Yeah,
right? I don't give second chances, so
you don't. Okay.
I don't. So, but from the very beginning, I say that to whoever my, you know, partner is at the
I
moment. I,
yeah.
you
I
know,
think I didn't give only second chance, a million times chance siguro to that person. That maybe that's one of the reason why we stay that long. And I think martyr they call it, but I
oh,
don't know.
you're one of those, what do you call that? The heirs of Jose Rizal. I mean,
I
you're a
don't know.
martyr.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
maybe
I'm
you're
not.
right.
I'm far from a martyr. I no, no. But okay,
Yeah.
so let's move on to a more pleasant discussion about love. Okay, moving on. What
Okay.
else? You seem to have a lot to say about what love is.
Okay. Okay, what I said earlier was the ideal kind of love. So
Mhm.
of course we're not perfect. I'm not perfect, or my marriage is not perfect. But if you think about love in a deeper way, that's the meaning for me. But what do you want to know this time?
But for me, okay, what I have learned that there's different, well, there's different kinds of love. I googled it. So apparently there's
Okay.
7 types of love, right? First,
Yeah.
I think this is based on the from Greek, I guess, from Greeks, because it's Greek. Eros, uh, philia. Okay, eros is
Okay.
erotic, passionate love. So that's what you feel for a
Good.
partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Philia, love of friends and equals.
Friends. Yeah.
Urge, love of parents for children.
Mm-hmm.
Agape, love of mankind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, ludus, playful flirtatious love. Yan yung mga ginagawa ng karamihang mga,
Yeah. Familiar.
yeah, pragma, committed, long-lasting love. That's what we want. And philotia, self-love. I think
Oh, Pilosha.
this
Self-love is my kind of love.
committed love. Sa akin,
Mm-hmm.
for me, okay, I've learned uh, in the past when I was growing up, I did not have self-love.
Oh.
Always
Oh.
loved the other person more than I love myself, which was very
Good.
good, right? And now I've learned to love myself more than the other person because that's what
True.
we need to do. But
Mm-hmm.
so we're more familiar with these kinds of erotic love, passionate love, love of friends, blah blah. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so we all know there are different kinds of love, platonic love, that they, as they say. But question: what's the difference between infatuation? How do you know if it's love, if it's infatuation, or it's obsession? Right? Because
Oh, okay.
sometimes
It's
obsession
infatuation.
feels like love, but you're just really obsessed with the person, right? So
Yeah.
let me see. Ikaw, what do you think is the difference between infatuation and love?
Okay. That's hard question. But for me, based on my experience,
Mm,
infatuation didn't last that long. It doesn't last that long. Like like a crush, diba? So you have infatuation to someone because you see something on that person that you really attract, or maybe your past that
yeah.
kind of similar to that person. So that's infatuation for me. The
Mhm.
infatuation become obsession when you can't handle your emotions really well. Like you become obsessed to that person, that to uh to a point na you're um giving yourself, you're asking too much of his time, of her time, and you become obsessed
Uh-huh.
na you don't think of others feelings, kung gusto ka ba niya or nasasakal na siya, or yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So I just spoke to another person, a friend of mine, who she's a woman.
Okay.
She's gay, and she has
Okay.
a partner, another woman, who
Oh, cool.
they live together,
Yeah, nice.
and the girl was very jealous. Uh, well, she had reason to, but I told her that's not love, but that she
That's
felt
not
it
love.
was obsession because she destroyed her things. When
Oh,
she found out, right, and um, she went to her car, and when she broke up with the person, the girl went to her place of work and had a rock, broke the window shield, and then put a long scratch on the side of a car, and she put, I don't know how she did it, but I guess she slashed two wheels, two of the tires. That's not love, because if you love someone, you don't do that to them, no matter
yeah,
how much, how hurt you are because they betrayed your trust, because they have
yeah,
another person. You don't, that's not love, right? That's
yeah,
obsession. And for someone, if they break up with you, what would you do? If someone, if
yeah.
the person you love break up with you, Melissa, what would you do?
You're right. I think that's really the example of obsession. I had the past experience when I thought that's love already, when I was obsessed with my husband to the point that I'm trying to know his errands, like, because I caught him once. So at the back of my mind, he's gonna be cheat again and again till I found some evidence, something like that. So it's not healthy. I feel like that I'm not loving that person, because if I love that person, he will set him free. Or if he loves me, he will not do that thing. So in my opinion, if the girl breaks up with her partner, you said that, right?
Mhm.
Um, I think it's better, because what if you hurt each other? So it's more damage,
Yeah.
It's
Well,
so
she
that's
ran
only
her over with a motorcycle. She was on her
what?
way. Yeah, like this woman is like really crazy, as in lunatic. She is basically
Yeah.
a lunatic. And I was shocked.
Oh
And
my
well, actually,
god.
I know another person who had a partner too in LA. And
Yeah.
so the girl, she wasn't even like, okay, this is also a gay relationship. She
Okay.
wasn't even cheating on her. She just was texting her ex. Well,
Uh-huh.
technically, yeah. She was texting her ex from the Philippines. The other girl found out. You know what happened? The other girl started punching her,
Oh
or
my god.
sat on her lap, started slapping, no, punching her, and then choked her.
Choker.
And this person,
Mm.
that's this, let's call her lesbian. This lesbian was very tiny, and the girl was huge, like really fat. She sat on her, started punching her, and then choked her. And I was talking, and the lesbian said that she really thought she was gonna die because she was really losing, air, and she couldn't fight because she's really big, right? So let's say this girl, the lesbian, is probably what, 95 pounds. The girl's probably what, 170, 160 pounds. Like, come on, how are you? But anyway, she got away with it because she didn't complain to the police, and she should have. I told her
Oh
she should
yeah.
have, but she didn't. But so these things, these are really extreme reaction to betrayal. I mean, I reacted at one point in my life, not one point, some a lot of times in my life, I reacted violently towards my partner who cheated on me, but it was more a an action based on passion, like uh,
Because you love him.
no, and I was surprised that I was betrayed, right? And
Yeah.
it's a very instantaneous reaction that I did not really think anymore. But it didn't go on. Like, let's say you do something to the person, that was it. You don't keep on, I mean, anyway. So that's not love. So obsession is not love. If you're obsessed with a
Yes.
person, then you just, I think it's because, like, the first example that I gave you, the one who, you know, cut, the girl destroyed all her clothes, her watches, her car. That girl, that lunatic person, is obsessed because that lesbian is really good looking, right? And I think for me, I'm not sure because I've never been obsessed with anyone, but I think obsession is when you fixate on that person because they're good looking, they're this, they're that, and you're thinking you can never have this again in your life. I'm not
And you
sure,
think he's the perfect person.
right? Yeah, and you don't want to let go of them because I will not get
Mhm.
another person like this anymore. And I'm
Yes.
thinking, but they should have thought about it from the very beginning. The fact that you are in a relationship with that person, initially this person liked you, but because of your
Mhm.
attitude, you push that person away, right? But anyway, so that's not good. Obsession isn't good. um don't do that, unless you're
And
a lunatic, and if you are,
what?
then you better
Yeah.
see a doctor, see a psychiatrist, because it's not good for you, not good for you,
Yeah.
anyone
When
else.
you start when you start hurting someone or yourself, it's not really called love, right?
Hmm, no. Now I wanted to talk about this because I told myself, and I think I even said this on my podcast or my radio program. I don't know where, but I know I blurted it out in public. I'll never fall in love again. That's what I said because
Wow.
my last relationship betrayed me, right? I caught them
Who's the
at
last?
the hotel, and but I'm not a person who gets obsessed, and I realized that I wasn't even in love with that person. I was just mad because I was cheated on. I was betrayed, right? And people
Yeah.
think that because you cry over someone doesn't mean you love them. It's
Yeah.
more my ego was really hurt,
Ego, yes.
right? I'm like, no one does that to me and gets away with it. So, and I'm thinking, honestly, I've never been in love. I don't even, like, I've been married twice, but both my marriages are not based on love. It's not, I did not get married because I was in love with them, right? The first one
You
was
just
for,
realize now.
yeah. Yeah, actually I was talking to someone today and I'm like, shit. Oh, sorry. I No, it's okay. Like in my podcast, you can say anything. This is my
Okay.
podcast. No. I just realized I've been married. I've been married twice. They didn't last long. Both lasted 4 years. It's like one of my friends said, "Oh, you're like a. It's like a driver's license. Your marriage. What do you mean? It expires after 4 years." Anyway, no, but I just realized I married for the wrong reasons. That's why it didn't last, right? And
Yeah.
I wasn't in love the first time. I really liked my first husband because he's a really good person. We got along fine, and then we decided to have a baby. But then realizing that we married for the wrong reason, you can't really force love. You can't force it on a person. Well, we were together for 4 years and we tried, but he never really loved me. I know he will say now that he did, but no, he didn't. Because I can see how he is with his wife. He was never like that with me. And
Oh.
also with his ex, I mean, other girls that I found out, he wasn't like that. I think with me he was more comfortable because we got along, but it wasn't really love. So, um, you know, I I I gave him the freedom. I said, we better end this because I said I want to die with romance in my life. I don't
Oh.
want to get stuck with someone only because we get along, only because he's
You're
a
so
good person,
strong, yeah.
right? No, I can't. So I'm the one who let him go, and he really hated me for it. But now he's married. He's happily married, and I think now he should thank me because I saw that. Because I told him, when if we get older and that's when you realize that you don't love me, and then you find a person who you really love, and then you leave me, I'm gonna kill you. Just kidding. I mean, that's not fair for me. Imagine you're already old and gray, and then he realizes, oh, I never loved you.
You
So
waste your time.
exactly. So don't waste your time, guys, on people that do not love you. You cannot force them. That's the one thing you cannot force on a person to love you, right? And no matter how good looking you are, if this person who's not as good looking as you doesn't love you, you can't do anything about it. Look at the actors. You'd wonder why they divorce, even, right? No matter how good looking they are, how successful they
Yeah.
are, their marriages fail. So it's not about how you look. It's not even how you are. It's just not the right fit. That's just it, right? So that's why we're talking about love, because I want to help our listeners, our audience, understand what love is. It's hard to define, right? I mean, there's a definition of it because it's based on how you're feeling, really. So let me ask you, how do you feel when you're in love? How do you know that you're in love with a person?
Okay. So they said when you're in love, you have, the feeling of
No,
um
forget about what they said. What do you feel when you're in love?
oh, for me, okay. Been a long time I've been in love.
It's been a long
That's
time.
why.
You have a husband. Oh my gosh.
It's been a long time. Anyway, so when you're in love, you see everything's beautiful to that person, right? You don't see the wrong, you don't see their mistakes. You feel that he's really perfect person for you. That's the feeling of being in love. And then it didn't that feeling don't last. Just like maybe 3 months maximum. But
That's
when you
love.
huh? Was that?
Okay. How is that true
No,
love?
I mean,
Okay. We're not talking about true love yet. Okay. So
okay,
we're
okay.
talking about how do you feel? Well, so when you think, okay, when you think, because I thought I was in love, what, maybe 50 times? I don't know. So many times
Oh yeah.
before. But apparently I wasn't, right? So I don't know. So
Okay, it depends on the person, right? Since you told me you never been in love, you don't feel how
but
to be
you,
in
no,
love. So for
I've
you
loved,
did, you did. Mm-hmm.
but it's not true love, right? Because
Okay.
we talked about there's fake love too. There's
Fake love. Too
like,
many love.
I know, but true love is different. I You know what? Um, I googled it again, and it said
Okay.
purest form of love, selflessness, and I believe that when you put the other person ahead of your happiness,
That's true love, yeah.
that's true love. When you put them first ahead of your own happiness, that's true love. So never been in love because I love myself better than them. No, I'm just kidding. But um, oh, I guess to a certain point. I mean, don't mistake it for me saying that when you can only be, you can only truly love someone if you don't love yourself. That's not what I'm saying. You still love yourself. You're just putting their happiness ahead of you
First. Yeah.
without compromising your own
I
happiness.
understand. Yes.
So, but what about you? So let's go back to when we were younger, when we were a teen.
Okay, we are
How
good.
did you feel? Yung mga, crushes, we thought it was love, right? And we always
Yeah.
usually use the word love. Oh, I'm in love with them. But actually, it's just, he's my crush, right? So, how did you feel when you were younger? And then let's compare how we felt when we were young until, now that we're older.
When I was young, uso pa rin nun yung love letters. So, we
Oh, yeah.
exchanging love
Yes.
letters.
Yeah. Oh,
And
my gosh.
then
We
I
didn't have cell
even go,
phones,
yeah, I
right?
even go to to post office to mail my letter to
Oh, my
him and
God. You'd say, why?
like that. Because we're going to college, the end of the
Because you lived
high
in
school.
Laguna.
Before I lived in Taguig,
Oh,
and
Taguig. Okay.
my I was in love with my um schoolmate.
Mhm.
So we started
So
exchanging letters.
Where did he live?
Same place in Taguig.
Oh, but you still write, you mail your letters?
Yeah, I mailed my letter because I don't want to go to his house, you know.
Gosh.
I I think that's in love before. And then when I spoke with him after a few years, I never had a feeling again, that same feeling before. I was trying to ignore him now.
Because they said true love lasts, right?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, let not even talk about my exes because I've had so many, and I always thought I'm in love with them, but
Hmm.
clearly not. Like, I'd say, oh my God, I'm in love with this guy. After 4 months, we break up, and then 2 months later, I have another guy. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this
In
guy again.
love.
Like, I thought every single ex-boyfriend I had, I was gonna marry them.
Yeah, I think the same feeling for me whenever I before whenever I see someone and I like that person, I feel like that I want to marry that person so quickly.
Right? But it's no, because in our culture, right? They said that,
Hmm.
love leads to marriage, right? That's our culture in the Philippines. But nope, nope.
No, not anymore.
Okay, now let's talk about, okay, so we were younger then, right? And I also had a relationship like that. I was living in Parañaque, and this person was living in Batangas, Nasugbu.
So
Yes, I
far.
wrote the letter. I wrote letters, right? And yeah, I wrote letters, and that's it. You're right.
Nakakilig, di ba?
Yeah, and then oh my god, so basahin mo.
Oh,
And
by the way, he went to my house.
mm,
He went to my house and my dad was there, and my dad doesn't want me to have a boyfriend that time because I'm not 18. So he told me she's
yeah,
not here.
oh my
So
god,
that love didn't no didn't go far. So
yeah. So you were, I know, growing up in the Philippines, and our audience is diverse. We have, because we're on Spotify, and this is going to be on
mhm.
YouTube and Facebook,
Okay.
and we have audience and listeners who are not Filipino. So you're probably going to be wondering,
Oh,
what?
okay.
So in the Philippines,
Yeah.
guys, back in the 80s, in my time, um, if you're not well with, our parents are strict generally. You're not supposed to have a boyfriend until you're graduated from university.
Yeah.
My grandmother was even worse. I was not allowed to have a boyfriend until I finished law school. You know how long that is?
Nice.
That's 8 years
Yeah.
studying, right? Of course I didn't follow. Duh. But of course I had to, hide the relationships and stuff. But so that's how it was before, right? We're not allowed to have boyfriends like you, right? So it was really
Yeah.
difficult, and which made it actually sweeter because because you have to hide and seek.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so growing up, I had that. Now I was in a. Now this is, I don't know if it's gonna shock you, but this is just you know me being myself.
Revelation.
I Yes, I this is not the first time, but I grew up in. I studied in St. Paul, Parañaque. It's an all
Mhm.
girls school, right?
You're rich, no? You come from a rich family.
No, middle class. Um, but I studied in St. Paul, and well, it's all girls. So I've had relationships with women, right,
Okay.
growing up. But in high school, it's just really a fad. It's not, just because you have a relationship doesn't mean you're bisexual or gay, but because that's the norm. That's how we were. Like it's
Mhm.
in, right? In, and we call it on. You have an on, right?
On.
So I've had that, but it's more companions, like your friends. You just call it that, right? And then I went to college, St. Paul, Manila, and it's still all girls. So I wasn't
Wow.
really exposed to men until I transferred to University of Santo Tomas,
Kaya pala.
right? What do you mean? And so,
So
but,
many boyfriends.
but in college, I had a relationship with that person I told you about in Batangas, Nasugbu. And that one, I can't really remember everything, but it lasted longer. Um, Maybe during the summer. Summer loving had me a blast. So I would go to Nasugbu, ride a bus from Pasay. So imagine me riding the jeepney, going to Pasay City, just to ride the bus going to Nasugbu. And I didn't have a phone to call this person. So I just go there hoping she's there. And every time I went, she's there. So that's good. But that was like what, 1983. Can you
You're
believe?
in love that time.
This is a woman we're talking about.
Oh, really? The Bat Nasugbo?
Yeah. Yeah. She was a lesbian. So
Wow, that's cool.
she was really cute.
Really?
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Anyway,
I have a, I have a, I mean, in high school, I have a best friend. We hold hands. We read pocket books. That is, pocket books that,
that's what we were.
yeah, there's norms for us. Yeah.
It's normal though. Just because you hold, like women hold hands all the time. What the hell is wrong with my
Yeah.
hair? Sorry, having a bad hair day today. Yeah, right.
No,
So
it's cute.
yeah, so I went there, and of course
Wow.
I asked because like that's really, oh, in fact, she was the one I was with when I went to her place, and then she came back with me to Parañaque. But I was staying in a dormitory then, and I did not ask permission to go to Batangas, but I went. When I got back to the house, my grandmother was gone looking for me because she went to my dormitory and I wasn't there. And when I got home, I was with this person, and my dad was waiting for me. The first thing he did was slap me in the face. Just like, Pinky's role.
Pinky
And
roll, yeah.
no, she slapped me. My dad slapped me in the face. Guess what happened? My face just went 180 degrees. And then I saw her behind me. She was shocked. But anyway, so I would not
Yeah.
forgive her. She was with me, right? But the funny thing is, like, my grandmother has seen her. And my grandmother, I think, likes it when I'm going out with lesbians
Oh,
because I will not get pregnant with them. That's
yeah.
what she's thinking,
That
right?
that's
It's
the thing.
harmless,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
it's harmless. So anyway, so I did not know what I felt for her back then. Who knows? Because I was young, right? Like I said, it's the fad. You're attracted to the person. But that's a question. Was I attracted to her because I was in love with her, or was it just infatuation? I think at that point it was just infatuation, maybe, right? I wasn't obsessed because she I just left, and then we never saw each other again because she lived in Batangas, right? I lived in, and then I went on to having boyfriends again, right? So the shift from boy to women to men, it just, so I was a very confused person growing up. I did not know, like, everyone's okay. I think my son calls it pansexual. Like, I fall for someone not because of their gender but because of who they
Yeah.
are,
You
right?
are blinded with the gender
Yeah,
when you're in
yeah,
love.
yeah. I do not see the gender. I just this
Yeah.
person, right? So I think I was really like that. But in the Philippines, right? It's a no-no. Like, they still mock you. Oh my gosh, and they would
Yeah.
brand you as, naku, nahawakan ng tomboy yan. They say stuff like that back
Oh,
then, right? Naku, bata ng tomboy yan. They say stuff like that. So, which is not really good. But that was
judgmental.
culture. Di ba, nadinig mo na yung mga ganon? But anyway, so yun yung mga ganon. What about you? When growing up, you've had relationships with men, clearly. Hindi ka sa all-girls school, right?
No, I think I can relate with that because I remember when I was in grade one,
Mhm.
I saw a
Grade
girl that
one
is
talaga.
Miss Tisa. Yeah. And then I wrote a letter for her. And then I asked my classmate to give that letter to her because she's really cute and I like her. And
Mhm.
I was like, and then she didn't respond to that letter. So I feel like, oh, maybe I'm not attracted. I mean, they're not attracted to me, the girls. So
Mhm.
I'm confused. Then I became like, oh, I don't want girls anymore. But I have a girl. I mean, I have a friends, best friend girls. I get along with girls. I don't want to be with the guy. Before when I was in elementary.
Mhm.
No, I'm not in all girls school, so I
Mhm.
mingle with guys also. But they're bullies, so I don't like them.
I know. No, but yeah, right. So so growing up, when you're young, you don't really know what love truly is,
Yeah.
right? Look
Mm-hmm.
at me at my age right now. I'm just realizing what love is, and it's really kind of pathetic that I was married twice, but I was never really in love with them. It was,
Maybe that's why you're not in love. Maybe back then you were in love with the girl. Maybe you're meant for the girl.
I don't know. But that I've never been in love with a woman too.
Never.
No,
Okay.
I've never cried. I never cried over a woman before. I cried over men breaking my heart. But I think it seems like
That's the
I'm the one
ego.
breaking the women's hearts, right? Because like I said, I was very insensitive, I guess. Like,
Oh yeah.
I think, to be honest with you, when I was having relationships with women, I think it was more like, for me, companionship,
Yeah.
right? And because they understand you more,
Yes.
it's easier to get along with women. It's
Yes.
confident. So I think it's more that, growing up, that
Mhm.
I never really considered their feelings, because even though I have a relationship, if a guy courts me and I like the guy, goodbye, just set aside the girl, right? And I think
Mhm.
I think I was like that before, I think. And I was wrong. And so, to all the girls I've loved before, I'm sorry.
I have a story like that from a friend. She opened up with me. When she was in high school, she had a girlfriend. And then that girlfriend, they she can't admit that she has a girlfriend, so they're
Yeah.
hiding it. And then there's a guy who came and then courted her in front of this girl, my friend.
Uh-huh.
So she broke her heart.
Mm-hmm.
After that, um, they became boyfriend, girlfriend, but they broke up. And then she's coming back to that friend of
Oh,
mine, but
yeah.
she keeps herself busy. And then after that, she doesn't want to be with the girls anymore because she broke, her
Yeah.
heart. Then so she ignored her feelings that she really liked girls before. Then she found out a man. Then she became pregnant with two kids, but she's not in love with him. She's still looking for a woman,
Yeah.
but she's
I don't
afraid
think
to love.
he can take it away from you, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how it is in the Philippines now, because back then, like I said, diba, they're like that. But now, I don't know. I
It's
just
more open now.
I hope so, because it's
Yeah.
not fair. But so there's different. So the love that you feel for, it's confusing, right? Like, if it's the same sex, because I think it's more, I don't know. Uh, okay, for me, I'm confused, because I don't know if I like that person, because um definitely not because of the gender. I mean, it's really not the gender for me. It's who they are talaga. Like, that's what I like about a person, who they are, not are you, you know, is it complete? You have all the apparatus. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I just, and I know, this is a podcast. A lot of people that I know is probably gonna hear this. And my ex-boyfriends, I hope you don't have a problem with that, because you're don't be homophobic, right? Kasi, di
Mm.
ba, if an ex-boyfriend hears this, me confessing, like, not confessing, but revealing
They
this,
don't know about it.
they didn't. Well, why would I tell them,
They
right? But
didn't.
now that they know, they're probably, oh my God. I'm like, so what? What's the problem? Don't be homophobic. Like I said, and but
Yeah.
one good thing about loving. See, I cannot even say love, because I've never been in love. See, it's so hard. I
Till now,
Until now, no, honestly, because I don't think I've ever been selfless to anyone.
maybe because you're too much intelligence, you don't feel the feel. Like you're more on you analyze things, like
I do analyze things, but
yeah,
I don't know.
too much.
Okay, so to my exes, I was not in love with you, but I did have love for you. Like I said, there's different
Mm-hmm.
kinds of love. Siguro yung
Okay,
love
got
that's
it.
more platonic love, that you admire this person, so you love that person, but you're not in love with them. Because I don't think I've ever been selfless. I've never had true love, really. Even though a few years back I thought I found my soulmate. I
Yeah.
fell in love with him. He's from Australia, but he's too far away. Nah, he's gone. I don't care about him anymore. I mean, so it's not love, right? So I'm wrong again. So see, how do you know you're in love? How do you know it's true love? Apart from being selfless, how do you know?
Well, for you, you're confused maybe, or you are so lovable that you love so much the idea of being in love.
Yeah, I
That's
like the idea,
why.
but let-
Yeah.
you know, and I said the third time get married,
Third.
it better be because of love, because now I know, right? And my mom said to me when I asked her, I said, "Mom, what is wrong with our family? Like, what is wrong?" Um, and I was talking about medical problems, right? Because I need to know the
Mhm.
history of my family. And my mom's crazy. She goes to me, "Oh, the women in our family has a problem." Okay, what's the problem with our the women in the family? It's up to three. Huh? What are you talking about? It's up to three? Yeah, it's up to three.
Step
I
to
don't,
three
I don't know
marriage.
if it's women or she just said, I think she just said, a problem with our family is it's up to three. What's up to three? Three marriages. If you
Three
haven't reached the
marriages.
third, then it's not the right one yet. I'm like, what? I've only had two. So there's one more left, whatever that is. And that's why, going back to what I said earlier, I made a promise that I'm not gonna fall in love again. I'm fine by myself. And I really said that in public. I think I'm gonna take it back because anyway,
You're in love.
no, no.
No,
I
no,
don't know. I
not.
don't know. I like someone. Okay, so let's
Oh,
talk about long distance relationships.
oh, LDR. I like
Yeah.
that.
So have you ever had that long distance relationship?
Yeah, because I started working abroad when
Mm-hmm.
I was 23 after college.
Mm-hmm.
So I had this boyfriend that is staying in the Philippines. So we're LDR.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I know I can work it out, but sometimes distance can separate you, because you
Yeah.
don't feel the person, you don't hug the person. Wala pang cellphone. There's no cell phone
Yeah.
before, so it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up he quit. It was hurt, really bad for me because I didn't do anything. He didn't even give me reason why he's breaking up,
Oh,
why
well,
he
you know
broke
what
up.
that is. Another woman came along who's
Yeah,
pressed,
for sure.
right? I mean, all
Now
the
he's married.
right? Yeah. So for you, the LDR didn't work. But for how long?
Yeah.
How long were you together?
Um, like a year, less than a year, because I left
I
him.
had an LDR too, like I said, from Australia.
Yeah.
It lasted a year
Mm.
too. And then after a year and a month, I just told him it hurt me, but I had to end it because it wasn't going anywhere anyway, you know.
Okay.
So and that's what I said. I thought I was in love with that person, but maybe I like the idea of him
Being in love. Yeah.
and yeah, him paying attention to me and visiting me in Canada and saying sweet words to me, So
You
now,
like that. You like attention.
right? Because if someone
Mhm.
does that to you, you think, "Oh my God, he loves me," right? But some people are just and then it faded and then it
Yeah.
changed, right? So you wonder and that's what I'm saying. If you get used to someone doing stuff with you, like calls you every day, says sweet words to you, couldn't wait to talk to you, and then it fades,
It's hard and
yes,
it's really hurt. Yeah.
you're gonna think you don't love me
Yeah.
anymore, right? Because
Yes.
why can you not be consistent? That's the other thing. If you truly love someone, you'll be consistent with them, right? Diba? That's it. I think that's how you're that leads to, I mean, I think that leads to love, right?
Yeah.
Yung, going towards that end, right? Um,
Yes.
yeah, so anyway, now, okay, a question. If someone, your boyfriend breaks up with you, wouldn't you accept it?
We have a choice?
Exactly. Oh my
We
gosh, you can
don't.
relate. I've spoken to someone, you know,
We can't do anything because it takes two to tango.
yeah, but some women don't give up. Like, okay, the one I
Ah,
was telling you
yeah.
about, remember the one I was telling you about, whose
Yeah, yeah,
car
yeah.
got smashed?
Mm-hmm.
She broke up because she's lesbian. She broke up with her girlfriend who doesn't want to break up with her,
Mm-hmm.
even though she knows she's cheating on her. She doesn't want, she still doesn't want to. So, what is that? That's not love, right? If you love someone, let them go, right?
Yes, exactly.
And then another thing, yeah, I couldn't believe when I heard what, and then again, another person said, yeah, I broke up with this girl and she won't accept it. Like what? How can you not accept someone saying goodbye to you,
Yeah,
rejecting
you're
you?
really hurt.
But you don't do that to yourself. Where's your self respect, right?
Yes,
Where's your self love?
self-love.
You should have that because and then for men too, or lesbian or women even, would you want to stay with someone like that who does not have any
No.
self-respect, diba? The more you're putting yourself down when you not you don't accept a breakup. That's just ridiculous. So um anyway, so I think we've discussed love, how it was, crushes. Okay,
Back then.
how does
Mm-hmm.
it feel to be in love? How does it feel? For me, you're for me,
Heart.
heart races,
Bit.
and there's a lump in your chest that just want to burst, right?
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know if it's true love. I don't know if it's really love or it's just infatuation or you really like the person. So now I'm really scared of saying I'm in love with the person unless I'm sure, right? Or accepting that they love me unless I'm sure that they do. Because how are you? Okay, how can you be sure that someone loves you?
How can you be You can ask that person, do you love me? And
People
say
lie.
yes.
Of course
Okay,
I
people
do.
lie.
How do you?
Um,
How? Diba? How do you know?
yeah, you told me that if he's consistent, or if he's making an effort, and if he respect you, he
What
doesn't hurt
about
you, your
what
feelings.
about physically? Um, Sometimes, okay, when the way they look at you,
Where
no, the way they look at you,
the way they look at you.
diba? Right? Don't you feel it there?
The pupil dilated daw when you're in love.
Oh my gosh! So how do you look at the okay, so your pupil they dilated, diba? Parang,
Yeah.
what? Oh my gosh! So
They look at you that you're the only person in the room.
right?
That is beautiful. Yeah.
I know, but yeah, that's sometimes that's why I don't wanna believe someone, too early in
So are
because
you in love this time, or you can't tell it?
so I can tell. I know I like someone.
Is that a girl or a boy?
Secret.
Secret.
Like I said, it's genderless, so I don't know. No, but okay, so this is how I feel right now. Because I met
Mm.
this is she this person.
Oh, she.
Well, I'm
She.
I'm Filipino. I can, we say she and he
Oh, yeah, yeah,
interchangeably,
fine.
right? So if I can say she, maybe it's a he. Maybe sometimes I say he when it's a she.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
so this person was we had a relationship when I was 16.
So that is your love back then, that you go to Cavite or Batangas.
Why did you nag why did
Then you finally met her again.
what about Robin Padilla?
Oh, she's married. He's
That didn't
married.
last. That didn't last long. That was like what, maybe 3 months. Anyway, no, but this I was with this person when I was 16, right? And that was the last time I saw this person. 16, like 39 years ago. And
Wow.
Facebook, I found this person again.
Wow.
Sudden, this person sent me flowers on Valentine's Day,
Sweet.
right? And we started talking, and the rest is history. So I don't
I'm
know.
curious now.
I don't know, but we constantly talk, and I really like this person. I
You
think,
really like her.
or him,
Oh, him.
right? Or him. So I really like this person, and that's why I'm saying, don't say anything. Uh, well, don't make a declaration unless you're really sure. Because
Yeah, because
I'm
mhm.
not gonna fall in love again. But then now
Yeah,
I'm feeling like I want to see this person. I I have to
yeah,
talk to this person every day. You know, I this person makes me happy when I see this person, when this person calls me, when we just laugh all the time. And but
that's
then
nice.
but it just started. So will it last? That's the question, right? So we don't know. So I don't know.
Maybe you're just thinking too much in advance that it will not last.
Oh,
Maybe
no,
why
no,
you're
I'm not.
so scared.
I know. I know what you're right. You're right about me. I tend to just analyze things, right? So I guess it's for me, time for me to just go with the
Just
flow.
go with the flow. Yes.
I will. I will. But that's why I wanted to discuss love, because I am in the situation where
Mm,
love,
I love love.
you're in love, right? And I'm sure, and then I realized a lot of people are probably thinking the same thing. I'm sure a lot of you out there, the audience, think you're in love, and then years later you realize, oh, like I wasn't in love with that person. What was I thinking? Because it's happened to you before that you thought you were in love with the person, and then now you hate the person. Like, oh, you,
Yeah,
what
I don't want to see him anymore. Yeah.
right? So that can't be love, because true love lasts. And this is the funny thing with this person that I saw again. First time we video chatted, I already felt something. Right.
Hmm.
And same thing with this person, right? This person also instantly, we just instantly connected. Like, how, like, the distance, the time between us just collapsed.
Soulmate. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say that word anymore, because I said that before. I'm like, I was wrong. So I don't know, right? And I'll find out. We'll see. But that's what I'm saying. Guys, you never know until, and I guess you will never know if it's true love until you reach that point where you're old and gray and you're still together, right?
Yeah.
So love it's something that it's so hard to define, really. It's really hard to really know if it's love or true love, or until time passes. That's why if it's a new relationship, although I say, you say love, um, yeah, it's true that you love the person, but is it true love? That's the question. So I guess you can just, it's still valid that you're saying you love the person, you truly love the person, but oh, no, you love the person, but is it true love that you feel? And I think true love develops in time. I think it doesn't come instantaneously to you. It doesn't come instant,
Yes.
right? It's something you develop along the way.
And then true love is you will stay no matter what happened.
Yeah.
Like if you experience, problems and you're still together, I
Mhm.
think that's true love. So
Yeah.
good luck to you, and I hope I will know who's that lucky person.
We can talk about that, Pasensya.
Yes,
Oh, by
Pinky.
the way, she and I are in the same short
She
film.
and I.
It will be
Oh
you
yeah.
and I.
Yeah,
And
me. I
short,
thought the girl.
no, I'm talking about you to the audience. So here,
Yeah.
Melissa is my cousin, supposed to be in the short film that we'll be filming in end of April in San Diego. So
When you left me.
yes, we'll be acting together in the short film. So excited to do that. But well, thank you so much. I think we've already reached the point where it's
Time.
an hour. Can't believe it's been an hour.
Okay. Wow.
But I think it's a
It's nice.
fun, right? I learned a
We
lot.
should have a part two.
Oh yeah. No, this is going to be an ongoing, maybe a few more
Ongoing.
episodes, because there's other people that want to be on it and want to talk about love, because I think
Nice.
love is universal, but it's different for
Mhm.
each and every one of us, right? Um, it's personal. loving
Personal.
is personal. So what love is to me, the manifestation is going to be different for you, right? How you feel it, how you manifest it is different from
Yes.
the other people. So I just right now I really want to talk about it because I just feel I'm just happy I
You're
found
in love. Maybe you just can't
no, I
accept
just
it. Yeah.
I just found this person again, and I really like this person, and I'm hoping, I'm just hope okay, I'll think positive that this person's being sincere with me, and we're the same age, we're not getting any younger, and it's time to nail this down, right? It has, and like I said, if I marry the third time, it's gonna be because I love the person, not because of any other, you know, external reason other than love, diba? I think
Yes.
that's what I'm supposed to do, and maybe then it'll last. Because don't get married for the wrong reason. It's not gonna last, and if it
Yes.
does, if it lasts, it's gonna be a very miserable existence for you because you're not in love,
Hell.
right?
Yes.
I know. That's why I'll never stay in a relationship. If the person doesn't love me, goodbye. I'll cry, then bye. Moving on.
That's
Right? So you
nice.
don't, and women, or even men, like they break up with you, your partner, whoever, no matter how long you've been together, even though you have children, think of yourself. Then you have to remember your children will understand eventually that you needed this for yourself. If it's hard to live your life in misery because you're with someone you do not love, or who doesn't love you, and you're just,
Or maybe the love fades because of the things that they do to you.
well, yeah, if
Sometimes it's like that.
if love fades,
Yeah.
and goodbye, like why stay?
Yeah.
Like I'm really strong that way. That's why, I'm glad that I am.
Maybe because, yeah, yeah,
I
you
have to
love yourself more
I
than
have
them.
to be. I didn't before, right? But now I do. But
Nice.
I can be selfless, but not yet. I'm selfless with my children. I've yet to
Mm-hmm.
find a person who would bring that out in me. Oh, and you know what? I made a poem. I'm not gonna read
Wow. Can
it.
you read us? Can you read with us?
No.
I want to listen.
You're gonna listen, they're gonna listen too. So let's not talk about
Okay, on your
it anyway.
next, we were
So
looking
this is,
forward for your poem.
yes, but this is thank you so much again, Melissa,
I
for
want to know. I
creating
want to
my
know now.
podcast.
Can you read with us? Can you read that? Just a little line from your poem.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll read just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the title. I'll just give you the title.
Okay.
Love for a Lifetime.
Hmm.
Oh, last paragraph na lang.
Okay.
Our time has come, so take me. Lead me to trust once again. In our world, it's just you and I. Vulnerable, yet ready to try a love to last a lifetime. There you go. That's the
No
last.
more. I'm so touched. Parang ako yung in love. I'm the one who's in love.
So, so yeah. So there you go. But again, thank you so much. And it's time for us to say hello to our friends. So you first. Bumati ka na.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to invite you also on June for our upcoming movie in KTX.ph. They call
Oh,
it Genius Teens. It's Filipino movie that is like a sci-fi, like a
uh-huh,
Marvel,
uh-huh.
and it's gonna be showing in KTX.ph online this June. The title is Genius Teens. And also we're working on the BL series, Boys Love series called Tie the Knot. Will be showing soon. And it's from Oxin Film in YouTube channel. Coming soon. And hi to everyone in Philippines, especially my mom in Laguna. Thank you, Elle, for inviting me. I'm so
Wait,
glad.
where Laguna? Where in Laguna nga?
Oh, in Cabuyao, Laguna.
Sa Buyao. You know where I met that girl
Oh,
when I was
yes.
younger?
Mhm.
Kalamba.
Oh, so close.
He used to study in Canosa. Anyway.
Mhm.
Okay. So now I have so many people to say hello to. First of all,
Go
I'd
ahead.
like to say happy birthday to Von Canton of MCBN MCBN in Toronto. Hello, happy birthday. And of course, Tita Dexter Doria, happy birthday. Well, advance, happy birthday. April pa to. My April birthday celebrants. Um, well, you know what? It's April. It's April, so it doesn't matter when. So for the April celebrants, hi to Tita Dexter Doria, happy birthday. Jobert Sucaldito, Madel Palogan, happy birthday. Karina Ignacio Lopez, Mela Fernandez, Midorin Mulan, happy birthday. I miss you. Bon Damaso, who's in love and in Surigao right now. Happy birthday. Lorraine De La Cruz, Jojo Kamaklang, happy birthday. Mayin Distor Reyes, happy birthday, Mayi. Savannah De Los Santos, my classmate in Star Magic. Jay De Vera, Paulette Gamboa, happy birthday. Richie Season, happy birthday. And of course, the March celebrants. Blanquita Ponce, Winnie Lim Cross, Robert Di Maculangan, Elmer Mamaklay, Kevin T, and John Havalera, happy birthday to you guys. And there's more for April, which I probably will just mention in my next episode. So for now, those are the people I want to say hello to. And of course, hello to my friends in LA. I'll be seeing you soon. And, the cast of our short film, hello, see you soon. And I'd like to say hello to my friend in Nasug, Batangas. Hello. And from Calamba, Ned, hello. Sino pa ba? See? So, talagang si Melissa, medyo parang gusto pang magtanong eh. So want me to ask,
Yeah,
ask me something.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
So,
But
hello to Lady Oliva. Hello. And so many people. Hello. Hello, guys.
so
I've
many
already mentioned a
friends.
lot.
Yeah.
Dami ko na binati birthday. But anyway, so again, thank you so much. And I always make the mistake of not telling my guests beforehand to do this. But let me tell you what I do before I end my podcast. I
Mhm.
I say hello, thank you, and we do this. Let's talk it out with Elle. Yes. So again, to the audience, thank you for listening on Spotify. And for those watching this on Facebook and YouTube, thank you for
Wow.
watching. If you have any stories about love, let me know. Let's feature you in my podcast. If you have any comments about love, let me know. Let's feature it in my podcast. If you want to be my guest on my podcast, let me know. You can just email me at lrodriguez2021 at gmail.com. Again, it's lrodriguez2021 at gmail.com. So again, thank you, Melissa. Thank you to the audience.
Thank you, Elle.
Episode, which probably will be another discussion of love, because love is just something that's so nice to talk about
To talk about. Yes,
when
I
you're not
know.
brokenhearted. Anyway, okay. And again, to all the girls I've loved before. And
Wow.
and sorry for saying that I was never in love with you. Basically,
Yeah,
that's
at least
basically
you're
what I
just being
said.
honest.
But I wasn't in love, but I loved, them like in my own way.
Mm.
I guess you love someone because of, it's not true love, but you love them at that moment because they were this and this and that. And, there's so many reasons, right? So, but there's love there. Don't get me wrong. There was love there, but not true love. Clearly, I haven't found that yet. So, wish me luck. Hope I find it.
So how are they now? I mean, the past love before, how are they? Are they in a relationship right now, or they're
Oh, a lot of them are
single,
married.
married? Okay,
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, married, and I'm the
they're
only.
happy.
I don't know. Like,
Are you inviting them to your podcast?
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know. Okay, all
nice
my
to talk.
exes. If you
Oh
want,
yeah,
except my last one, no, 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 no. That's
no.
lock that person from my life. So
Okay.
for those who've been good to me, um, you know, wag natin invitein, baka ano pa sabihin. But anyway, so but yeah, I will, no, you can, no, no, not everyone is invited. Sorry.
Not
No, no,
everyone.
no.
Ang
Um,
dami nag-PM.
yeah, right. But yeah, so like I said, if you want to talk about love, let me know and we will discuss it in my next episode. Again, thanks, Melissa, and we will say goodbye to the audience now. So hopefully you'll watch my next episode here in Let's
Let's
Talk It Out
talk it out
with Elle.
with Elle.
See you later. And don't go yet, Melissa.
Okay.